There you go. The Thunder, yeah. You can actually take that, and he can't recover. Like if you absorb it.
Oh yeah. This is gonna be interesting because Nesses do have a lot of tricks, so you always got to stay on your toes, stay on top of the battle, know all his little setups.
Yeah, we got one of the Moist Boys, Goblin on Roy, and Cyclex, of course, on Ness. Goblin starting it out. Quick 36, but Ness actually does a pretty good amount of damage. If he can find a couple of hits, this percent will be relatively even, and just as I say that already, tech chase situation for Goblin.
Ness does a great job just using his Nair to tech chase. Jab resets are scary against his character, and using side magnet to kind of just space out your opponent and make sure that they can't approach, they can't rush you down is such a great option for Ness. That yo-yo going to do great wonders. Catches him with the back air.
Wow.
Catching his jump there. Takes the first stock, and Psyche doing a great job.
Ooh. Okay, check the situation for Goblin not panning out for him thus far. Now Cyclex finding themselves with a stock and percent lead, dragged down into the up tilt, and almost confirmed the neutral B on the platform. That would have been insane damage if he connected it.
Yeah, that would have led to a bigger combo, because I know you can get the up air and the fair off the neutral B, so he was looking for the platform extension there. Ooh, but Goblin's going to catch the air dodge with the back air. And
great back air from Goblin. Even with the DI from Cyclex going right to that corner, it was not enough. That back air is just too strong for Roy. Goblin finding a quick opener, but Cyclex finding a grab, tech chase situation on the platform, extends the damage. A B from Goblin, a little bit ill-timed. That'll be a back throw, and now 107%. Cyclex able to confirm.
Ooh, great recovery by Goblin. They're going at an angle to dodge yo-yo and recover from getting hit by PK.
It's like 5 fairs in a row right there. Goblin finding the hits that he needs to make his way back into this game right now. Swinging for the hills is Goblin, trying to open up Cyclex. Able to find a forward air, but the drag down into the back throw, that's going to do it for Cyclex on that second stock.
That back throw ridiculous. If you're at the ledge, you grabbed over 100, you're pretty much gone at that point.
Yeah.
Yep. The neutral B, not quite able to get the 2-frame.
Cyclex able to make it back. Now finding some connections for themselves. Looking for more. And that up smash from Goblin. Goblin is so good at finding those tech chases on those platforms when he knows the jab to back air will not confirm.
That read was crazy. I've seen him go for it before, but it prayed out for him this time.
Great reset from Cyclex, able to extend their damage in the combo, but 2 up Bs from Goblin will do 33%. And now an up air string.
That up air is a great tool in this matchup because it has super armor on startup, so you can catch the Ness kind of mashing on your shield a little bit and catch him off guard.
Goblin is great at using the up B to get out of disadvantage as well and to find damage for themselves. Now Goblin in advantage state, just keeping the juggle situation going like you talked about earlier.
The juggle situation is definitely going to be a play here.
Okay.
Looking for the edge guard. What's the option? Oh, catches the 2-frame with the neutral B. Goblin's going to take game 1 over Cyclex.
Goblin was actually down half the time in that first game, down 2 stocks to 1, and able to bring it all the way back. Great advantage state from Goblin, and finding that 2-frame as well. Good stuff.
That's the thing with Roy, though. He might be down, but, you know, that's just more rage, and Roy already kills early as it is, so you get caught lacking and you just die.
Roy with rage is certainly a threatening character to be dealing with. One of the best characters in the game with rage. Like, you see side B killing at like 50 sometimes at the ledge.
No, yeah, if you're DIing wrong or anything like that, you get caught off guard.
Yep, you got to be really careful. Cyclex thinking about game 2 already. Definitely going to go back to Ness. Both certainly specialists of their respective characters.
Yes, yeah. I haven't seen these two play any other characters, really.
Oh, I mean, I know Goblin does have an Ike and did have a Steve at one point, but Steve's banned, of course. So.
Steve's banned, and Ike is
not
falling out of meta.
Yeah.
So, Roy is definitely meta right now.
100%. Great grab from Cyclex.
Oh, wow, just waiting and gets the parry. Not much offense, but these up airs doing a lot of damage now.
Yeah, Cyclex just throwing out a ton of different options. Just trying to catch Goblin. Mashing a little bit. Goblin just patient, waiting for their opening, trying to find their way in onto Cyclex.
You know, it always really confuses me when people take Roy to Town and City.
Bro, don't do it.
I'm almost certain this is his best stage.
This is his best stage.
Because he dies at he kills you at like 50 off F tilt at ledge.
100%. Yeah.
So
the side blast zones paying dividends for Roy on this stage. There's no doubt about that. This is easily one of Roy's best stages. Looking for more was Goblin. Didn't think the jab to backer would kill, so he didn't go for it.
No, that was interesting. I thought that was actually going to connect, but he just waited to see what the option was.
Yeah.
Maybe a little scouting there just to see what he's going to do next time. Just a little planning for the future.
Yep.
Well, this stage, you know, pretty good for Ness too, because you know it's a bigger, it's not bigger. It's a bigger stage, so you have more room to float around and really just maneuver around.
A little bit of space. A sweet spot for Goblin. This hammer spot of the forward air, they're going to take it just barely because he was so deep in the blast zone. It didn't need to sweep, but the nair from CIRQUE will find the first kill, and now 2 stocks apiece.
Great start by CIRQUE there. They're just covering area, just pressuring out ledge, making him use all his resources. The Goblin's going to answer back right here with 2 fairs, pushing him off stage, looking for another one.
Yeah, 53% after that fair string. Goblin finding an up air into fair. The weak hit. CIRQUE comes out with the aggressive down air, and that yo-yo coverage from CIRQUE will connect onto Goblin, and now relatively even percent. Goblin finds himself advantage once again, and we're just looking for hits back and forth here.
Goblin is playing very patient. He's kind of just letting Ness swing because you know Ness is going to swing. You know he's going to float around with his hitboxes. You're just going to wait for it to see what he does. Tries to call out an air dodge there, not quite able to get it.
Yeah, Goblin once again electing not to go for the jab to back air. And honestly, it might have bit him in the butt a little bit because now CIRQUE is in the stock lead, but has a pretty high percent. Back air, can't confirm. Just barely able to DI that correctly was CIRQUE. How much extra credit can he get off this?
It's going to be a lot.
Yep, even more damage for his bro.
Air dodges to get back on stage. CIRQUE's all over him, but
there's the F-tilt from Goblin, and now 71% extra credit for CIRQUE. CIRQUE's able to find plenty of percent for themselves. If they can keep the ball rolling here, they might be able to find a game on Goblin, but Goblin, once again, on the Roy with Rage, can be very dangerous. We're finding some nairs, we're finding some back airs.
This is still very winnable for Goblin. You know, last stock, Town and City, he can die really early here, especially with all this Rage on deck, but gets hit with the up smash off the landing, and that's going to be game 2.
Even on Town and City, that will kill.
Is this top 32? Or is this?
I'm not sure. I believe this is wave 2 pools.
Yeah. Okay, so it's still best of 3. So it's still best of 3 because top 32 is best of 5.
Yep.
But this was pushing to a game 3 off Goblin's counter pick now. We're going to see where he goes. Town and City seemed like a good option, but it seemed like CIRQUE was really comfortable on that stage, knew how to cover the space and know where to float and where to cover. So
yeah, I mean, you were talking about not taking Roy to town, but CIRQUE was confident in that pick, and it worked out for them too. So maybe Goblin won't go back. We'll see. He's thinking about it. Nope, he's going back.
He's going to go back. I think Goblin was doing a lot of scouting in that game. I think that was a scouting game because there was a lot of jabs and just a lot of waits after the jab to see what he would do. So I think now that Goblin now has figured out what he wants to do off of the jab, it's going to be a different game. I mean, we didn't see a lot of jab back airs or jab fairs in that match. There was a lot of jab wait and waiting for like an air dodge or a swing or something.
Goblin is definitely like one of the more patient Roys, in my opinion. Whenever I watch him, like in comparison to Salt 1, he really slows his gameplay down, whereas Salt 1 is a little bit more in your face. We saw that a little bit from Goblin, but I would like to see him maybe be a little bit more aggressive onto Ness this time around to keep him from getting those edge guard situations and getting set up.
People have shown up today. There's been upsets after upsets, and this could be another one in the making right now with Goblin. I think 2nd seed overall.
Yep. Goblin definitely one of the best players here, and one of the favorites to win for sure. I mean, there's so many good players that could take this. I could think of like 10 different players that could take this turn.
No, definitely. The talent that has shown up today is just, you know, everyone has to be on their toes. Everyone has to be ready.
Yeah, and you have to be careful because even Goblin can fall victim to the Ness gap. The back air for Goblin.
There's no jump on deck.
Well, that was such a great B reverse. He has to up B here. Can Goblin get the counter? He can't.
Oh!
So dangerous, but he did block the PK Thunder.
He blocked the PK Thunder and made sure that Ness couldn't come back. Even off the bounce, he got the bounce and he got to redo his up B, but Goblin just intercepted the PK
Thunder. That's a
Thunder.
great edge guard from Goblin. We haven't seen Goblin edge guard thus far in this set, so it's a great adaptation for Goblin. Like you said, he scouted it out beforehand, able to get that edge guard in this game 3 when he needs it the most.
Goblin played a lot more aggressive this set. Like you said, like he's a lot more in his face, a lot more just with the juggles, making sure he could take his momentum and run away with it. Yeah, that's what Roy does best, just grab that momentum. Just barely avoiding that PK fire there.
It's not like Goblin is running to the other end of the stage either. He's playing safely in front of CIRQUE, but CIRQUE's able to find the forward air off the edge guard. That is where Roy dies the most, is off the left side or the right side blast zone.
Yeah, Roy has pretty linear recovery. You can mix it up, but you know, when you're in a certain spot, you know where Roy wants to go.
That platform actually saved Goblin from the fair string from CIRQUE. CIRQUE's able to find maybe one more. Can't punish the up B. CIRQUE just not trusting the 50-50 on the platform. That's why that middle platform is so good for Roy. That up B becomes a 50-50 for the punish. Okay.
Both players kind of just feeling each other out, trying to find their opening, find their hits. This is a lot scary. Oh, I take it back. I was going to say it's a lot scarier for Ness right now being at the higher percent, but now Goblin finds himself at the ledge.
CycleX is playing this so patiently as well, not overcommitting too hard to any specific option to give a Goblin an opening, but jab to up there is going to do
jab
it.
To up there. There it is, the conversions off the jabs now. I'm telling you, it was a scout. He was scouting to see what he wanted to do. Now he's got the download.
Goblin now finding the conversions that he needs, but then Nair almost doing it for CycleX. Can Goblin get back on the stage? He can, but not for long. CycleX just swatting him away, able to roll through, but it's back and forth, coast to coast right now. Can Goblin make it back to center? He does.
CycleX that Nair has been paying dividends for him. He's been getting a lot of mileage off it. He's been getting a lot of kills off it. It's such a spammable move as we see right now. We're looking for the edge guard, not quite able to get it.
Goblin is getting with the F tilt after the get up attack. Now it's one stock apiece. Game 3, CycleX just needs one strong hit. They can even up this percent, but Goblin wanted to take this advantage state even further, get some more damage, parrying the down tilt, but that move is so safe.
Goblin just swatting away Ness, trying to catch him in the air, trying to get these juggles going to get that percent up.
Oh no!
Oh, no jump!
He was able to air dodge through. This beat up punish for CycleX forward throw. Goblin wants to get back to center. He does not want to be off the level versus Ness.
No, he does not want to be in the corner. Being in the corner is scary, but just like that. Ooh, the super armor coming in. In clutch there.
Great. Up B and the up smash. Will that do it? It doesn't. Goblin is able to find that game 3 just barely on CycleX with the clutch up smash.
That was a clutch up smash. That was probably the third